All right, man. So today is gonna be really my first time going to Three Trees, but I will say though, Uncle Robert, he was amazing, man. And we celebrating you today at Three Trees. I didn't want this to be my first time to be at Three Trees, but it is. And I love you. Want to say hey to my bitch? Hold up. You got to come by me. You got to come stand next to me. Hey, this is my god sister, y'all. How you?
How else what we got to do?
Oh, you know what? I'll point it this way. I'll flip it the other way. I'm going to turn the camera up.
to the DeSoto County Chamber, the Leadership DeSoto Steering Committee. Is this constantly going out? Can y'all hear okay? Let's see if we can fix that. All right, so a big thank you to the DeSoto County Chamber of Commerce, the Leadership DeSoto Steering Committee, and alumni leadership class who helped organize this event. Tonight is about legacy. The leadership we've built in the past, the relationships that continue today, and the leaders we're shaping for tomorrow. Leadership DeSoto has always been about strengthening our community by developing people who lead with purpose. We'll enjoy great food, great conversation, and later we'll have some fun with raffles. I'll also share a quick update about the revised Leadership DeSoto program, what's changing, why. Tonight is especially meaningful because we're recognizing our inaugural Leadership DeSoto Hall of Fame inductee, Robert Womack. This honor is about more than a title. It's about celebrating the kind of steady commitment and community impact that represents DeSoto leadership at its very best. At this time, I would like to ask Debbie Wertz, the recipient of last year's Alumni Achievement Award, to come forward to present this recognition.
Appreciate the turnout tonight. It's a wonderful evening to have this. Tonight, we gather to recognize a truly special moment for Leadership DeSoto, the presentation of our very first Hall of Fame award. This honor is reserved for individuals who not only lead, but who leave a lasting impact on their community and who embody the very heart of what Leadership DeSoto represents. It is only fitting that our inaugural recipient is someone who did exactly that every single day. Matthew 25:23, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Robert Womack was a man known throughout DeSoto County, not just for what he did, but for who he was. He was a man whose life was firmly grounded in his faith. A proud father to Aubrey and Luke, and father-in-law to Cameron, and a wonderful son to his mother, Norma Jean. Robert believed deeply in the importance of family, in strength of friendships, and in serving others with a generous heart. Womack Sanitation was founded in 1972 by Robert Womack Sr. It started with one truck and people could buy tickets for trash pickup. Robert Jr. started working with his dad in 1986. Robert often talked about how much his dad would pick up regardless of the heat, storms, injuries, or illnesses. Luke's shaking his head, he's heard this before. They never quit until the job was done. I think we can say that is continued on today. Mr. Womack passed away in 2015 and Robert assumed full leadership as president. Through Womack Sanitation, he's built more than a business. He built relationships, trust, and a reputation. His work reflected his values, and his commitment to this community was evident in all that he did. Robert didn't just live in DeSoto County, he invested in it. He gave his time, his energy, and his support to many efforts, often without seeking recognition. He simply showed up, helped where he was needed, and made a difference. As a graduate of Leadership DeSoto Class 5, Robert understood the importance of developing leaders and strengthening the future of our community. He continued that commitment as part of the Leadership DeSoto alumni, supporting the program even in its newest chapter. Though Robert passed away unexpectedly this January, his legacy is still very much alive. It lives on in his family, and Terry and Aubrey and Luke, who are now carrying forward his vision and leadership at Womack Sanitation. Proverbs 5, blessed are their children after them. It lives on in the countless lives he's touched, the friendships he's built, and the example he set for all of us. Robert was the kind of person you could count on in business, friendship, and in life. He reminds us that true leadership is not measured by titles or recognition, but by the way we serve others and the impact we leave behind. On a personal note, as someone who's had the privilege of serving this community, I can say that leaders like Robert Womack are the foundation of what makes DeSoto County so special. On a lighter note, when I was thinking about Robert, this is what made me think of. I think we can all agree that Robert lived life on fast forward. Fast forward. I just thought I could walk and talk fast, but I could not keep up with Robert. There was no way. Robert and I served on some county committees together, and on one particular committee, and I know Sandra's here, she can attest to this, he was chair done, that's what we were there for. The common goal was to start on time and end on time, period. We didn't like anything to drag on and on. Robert was the kind of person you were better for simply just knowing him. It is with honor and deep respect that we recognize Robert Womack is the first ever inductee into the Leadership DeSoto Hall of Fame. Well done, good and faithful servant. Would Robert's family please come forward to accept this award?
This is not planned, and I just couldn't help but think Robert and I were in the car together, like so much of the time, and he got a call from a game warden, who I'm not sure if he's here tonight, trying to talk him into coming back on this leadership deal that you guys are doing, like an alumni. And I listened to the conversation, and I knew where it was going. But I had been talking to Robert about trying to rein in that ADHD, you know, fast forward all the time, and trying to okay, your time is it's valuable. You need to really evaluate your time. When he got off that call, I said that to him that we'd been discussing. And he rarely gave me the side eye. And I got a lecture about this being our hometown and how much it has given back to us and how privileged we've been to serve. And he said, if anything is worth my time, Terry, it's this. I am, of course, saddened that he didn't really get a chance to carry this out, but it was close to his heart. So I just encourage you tonight to remember your love for our town and to serve. And that's how Robert left, with DeSoto County and being a servant and thankful for what this town has meant to us and our family. So I can't even begin to thank you for this tonight. You have no idea how much it means. Thank you.
At this time, Heather Fugit, will you please come forward? So, a couple years ago, many of you here are familiar, the Chamber segued from Debbie, being our executive director, to Taylor. And during that time, Heather came on as our leadership program coordinator to help with transition. And so she's been a big part of leading the charge and where we are today. So I'm going to turn it over to her to share a few words.
So I'm not going to say much because Justin's actually going to segue into explaining how we have come to this point. 15 years of leadership DeSoto. There's been 15 classes, and it's been amazing to watch the people of DeSoto County grow with the program. We've decided to see how that we can continue to build and continue to share the knowledge of DeSoto County with everyone else. So we brought an alumni class, our very first alumni class, to the program, and they have helped continue to build this program, grow this program, and really just bring out some new, fresh ideas. So right now I'd like to ask all of the alumni that is leadership for this class to stand up. I just want to recognize you guys. I'm not going to formally introduce you. Just stand up so we can recognize you guys, and then we'll continue on. So this class has been an integral part of where leadership is going to continue to grow. Like I said, that's talk about that. But thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing, and we really, really appreciate you.
Driving me crazy. I don't know about y'all. So as we continue building on the strong foundation of Leadership DeSoto, we've been very intentional about enhancing the program to provide even greater value to participants and the businesses they represent. You saw the dynamic group that came back together as this alumni class. We had people such as Robert, strong business leaders who had been active early on in this program. You had people from the newest class 14, I believe. So all the way through the program, you had a diverse group. So what we did this year is came together and said, how does this program need to evolve after 15 classes to better serve our community as our businesses? And part of that is when it started, it was all business leaders and owners. And being a small community, there's only so many business leaders and owners to go through a program. So what we focused on is redeveloping this to help grow leaders now versus only serve leaders who are already in those positions. So the first initiative of the day will now include structured leadership training, practical skills like communication, decision-making, accountability, and leadership in the workplace. The goal is simple. Participants leave with tools they can apply immediately, not just information they heard once. Our second principle is professional training integration. We're incorporating sessions led by experienced consultants and professionals, so the leadership development throughout the program stays high quality, relevant, and consistent. Our third principle is more intentional class days. Instead of broad overviews, class days are being refined to focus on key topics and real conversations that leaders don't typically get access to. That means deeper insight, more meaningful takeaways, and more honest discussion about what it takes to lead. The fourth one is behind the scenes access. That's something we've already had, but we're trying to take even further. This class had some in to every class, but that is our goal, is to find the most unique and behind the scenes opportunities for our community members who participate to experience. So participants will gain more in-depth behind the scenes access in DeSoto County, industries, businesses, and operations. That creates a stronger understanding of how our community truly functions and helps leaders make better decisions with real content. Our fifth principle is stronger business connection. We're aligning the program to better serve employers by developing employees who return with stronger leadership abilities, increased confidence, and a deeper sense of responsibility. This is an investment not just in individuals, but in stronger teams, stronger organizations, and a stronger DeSoto County. Our sixth principle is sponsorship and partnership opportunities. We're also creating more opportunities for our businesses to be directly involved through sponsors. That is something we haven't done much in the past other than through lunches or something simple. So that strengthens our connection between Leadership DeSoto and the local business community. It keeps the program rooted in what our employees actually need. And lastly, it's a call to action to the alumni and community. I want to be clear about one thing. The future of Leadership DeSoto isn't built by a schedule or a binder, it's built by the people who came through it. And I really thought about that statement as we talked about Robert. It is people like him who helped shape this program and community. Alumni are not just graduates of Leadership DeSoto, you are the legacy. So my ask tonight is simple: stay engaged and lean in. That might mean mentoring a class member, sponsoring a class day, serving as a speaker, helping recruit the next class, or making sure talented people in your organization have the opportunity to participate matter more than you realize. When alumni stay involved, the program gets stronger. When the program gets stronger, businesses get better leaders. And when businesses have better leaders, our entire community benefits. If Leadership DeSoto made a difference in your journey, this is your invitation to help shape what it becomes next. So at this time, I'm going to wrap up the talking, and I'm going to ask everyone to transition into some networking and enjoy this actual evening. As we wrap up this portion, I just want to say thank you again to the Chamber team, the sponsors and partners, and every one of you who showed up tonight. Tonight is about legacy, and recognizing our inaugural Hall of Fame inductee, Robert Womack, reminds us what legacy looks like in real life, showing up, serving well, and making a lasting impact. In the program improvements I shared about, protecting the legacy and leaders who are prepared, capable, and connected. But the most important ingredient in the future is alumni involvement. This program stays strong when alumni stay engaged. So before you leave tonight, reconnect with some you haven't seen in a while, meet someone new, and think about one way you can lean in this year. Mentor, sponsor, recruit, or partner. Please enjoy our food truck. You all have a ticket. We have beverages inside here at the brewery, and we want you to fellowship and connect tonight. Thank you all for being here.
Okay, go.
This is my family right here, y'all. As you can see, I'm the outside of the Oreo. Hey, but I love them, and I'm proud to say that this family right here is gonna go through anything, and we're gonna get through it. And anything y'all want to say about Uncle Robert, right quick?
I love your hat.
Hey.
You like that hat?
Hey.
D-Day Productions.
D-Day Productions. And Uncle Robert loves you.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, y'all want to see the award? Look at the award. Y'all want the award?
Here.
Look. Yeah, you see him? Oh yeah. And I thank you guys for watching.
Hey, we love this man right here.
Love y'all.